Sup y'all, welcome to the video, and I've always wondered, what goes on under all my grass? Oh no, it's just a bunch of dirt. Welcome to Hollow Knight, everyone, where everything and everyone is boog. Which is why I think this entire game all takes place in someone's backyard. But for someone's backyard, this place has got some serious stuff going on. Why is there all this lore for a blade of grass? We arrive in town and talk to the Elder Bug. Psych! We head underground and go to the next area, but oh no, this big bug is blocking my way. How do I get him out? Excuse me, can you please get your big ass out my motherfucking way? Okay, so asking nicely didn't help. I guess I need to kill this guy somehow. We explore the area where you run across this banger of a tune. And it's Cornifer, the cartographer. Yo, that's got a ring to it. And he sells us a map of the area, which you're gonna need because this entire game is about exploration. And while you're exploring on how to kill that bug, you find stuff that's straight up unreachable. And you're like, man, how am I gonna get to that? And then you realize, oh, this game is a part of the MetroidVania genre. A key feature of video games in the MetroidVania genre is taking note of things that you can't get to, so you can come back to it once you have the right tool to do so. So you stuff it in your brain pocket of memories, right next to the memory you had of, I don't know, shitting yourself in class. So when you're going to sleep and suddenly have said memory because you know the brain likes to bring up your embarrassing moments while you're trying to sleep, you also remember that you have Crystal Dash and you're able to reach that thing you weren't able to before. So you get back up out of bed and play Hollow Knight all night instead of sleeping. Hey, it's one of the best NPCs, Mila!
Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Do you know that one?
Mila, if anything ever happens to you, I will kill an entire god to avenge you. Alright, enough jokes, and time to actually treat this video like a review. This starting area is fantastic. Really shows off all of the beginner stuff you need to know for the rest of the game. There's simple platforming, basic enemies to test your combat on, more advanced bosses to put yourself to the test, and the map you just got shows you where you need to go, which trains you to explore for later where the map doesn't give you shit. There's even some advanced stuff, well, advanced for beginners, like spike pogoing to get an extra reward, which is this grub that sounds like Gary from SpongeBob. Oh yeah, all of the bugs in this game speak some sort of gibberish, so you're gonna hear my impressions of some of them. Now for the False Knight, the first real boss. I love how it looks so big and bad, but when you knock it down, it's like... That quiet piano jingle after you beat the boss is the coolest shit ever. It actually gave me chills the first time I played this game. We got what we were looking for, and we obtained our first ranged attack, but the power was so strong that it knocks us out and the shaman locks us up in the dungeon to rot. Or more accurately, we're put in the tutorial without any tutorial messages, aka the video essayist dungeon.
Oh yeah, here's the classic video game essayist hallway. Every video game essayist jerks off about how great it is to tutorialize players without using text.
Where we're at Baldur's Gate, or a gate guarded by this enemy called the Baldur. And it shows us that we kill him with our new attack. So then you absorb this knowledge into your brain and realize, whoa, that's the same enemy from the thing! And you kill that one and go to the next area. Now onto Greenpath, where you go down to a female, so they are real. Another cool thing you'll find in Greenland is dynamic music. You'll find that the closer you get to the core of the area, the more instruments that are playing in the background. Same thing for getting into combat. Squirrel, you son of a bitch! This is your best friend throughout your entire playthrough. You will make many a friend throughout your journey, but this is your best friend. You'll meet two other friends here. One barely qualifies as friend material, which is Zote. Which, this game reminds me of Zelda sometimes too, and I always hear Groose's theme from Skyward Sword in my head every time I hear him talk.
Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother?
The other is the meme machine herself, Hornet. Let's see how many— Shut! Okay. Shut! Shut! Okay. Hi. Okay. Shut! So we can get in just this fight in the footage.
Shut!
No shadow.
Shut!
And now, my shift key is gonna regret ever existing. Time to go to the fungus bogs.
Mushroom!
I mean, the fungal wastes, where we get this really cool section taking place in tribal grounds. In it holds my favorite movement tool in the game, the Mantis Claw, just cause it feels good wall jumping in this game. Don't want to forget about Cloth, definitely up there on the friends list. Now, there's two options of where to go next. You can either go to the City of Tears, or fight the Mantis Lords and head into Deep Nest. I always take the middle of the road option of fighting the Mantis Lords and then going to the City of Tears, because this fight is cool as hell. And because Deep Nest is pretty lame, not gonna lie. We're in the City of Tears, and right about now is a great time to play some of the game's incredible soundtrack. It's freaking beautiful! Maybe that's where all the tears come from. The City of Tears is where this game starts opening up more, but now that you have the Mantis Claw and that you're in this area, which connects to the other areas a lot, it almost becomes open world with how much you can access and reach now. Of course, this will be pretty annoying without some fast travel feature, which is where the stag stations come in. Timma. Actually, let's go back to Dirtmouth. Haven't been back there in a while. And depending on how much people you rescue, you'll find them here. Like Sly, the shopkeeper selling you various objects, including this lantern that doubles as a friend you take with you. Damn, they thought of everything.
Patamas, Gio!
Patamas Gio! Fucking voice cannot go that high, Jesus. And Cornifer's wife, Iselda, selling you map stuff.
Papanada.
Ah, papanada. That was the worst one, wasn't it? Sounds like I just made up a new Italian dish name, actually. Back to the City of Tears, there's a new move to be found, that being the Desolate Dive, which is OP as all hell, especially when upgraded. There's also two vendors you can find, one being the Nailsmith, where you can upgrade your nails' damage for Geo at first, but then you'll have to give him Geo plus Pale Ore, which is a special item you'll find throughout the world.
Ranjo Stenja.
Rajo Stingy. The other vendor being Lem. So around the game, you'll find these artifacts that you don't know what to do with. But this guy is a historian trying to learn more about the fallen kingdom of Hallownest. So you can sell them to him to gain Geo, And it's a really cool idea lore-wise, cementing this almost post-apocalyptic feel to the game. The problem is, you get a text box every time you sell him something. And if you're selling him a lot, it can get super annoying. Like, come on! Just let me sell you multiple items at least. Stop talking! Velmy Archrid! Oh, Paul! Shut the fuck up! Ah! Just don't die and lose all of that Geo, else you have to fight your own soul to get it back. Here is a memorial to the Hollow Knight. Holy shit! They said it! They said the name of the game! They did the funny meme over 6 years beforehand! We're not actually here for the City of Tears for now, however. We're really here to get to the Royal Waterways, which, come on, it's the game's sewer level. There's all these pipes and water, and there's even a room full of shit. And just like most sewer levels, it's the worst area in the game in my opinion. I mean, it's still good. This game is so good that even the sewer level is alright. But compared to the City of Tears, the Forgotten Crossroads, and some parts we'll see later, it just doesn't hold up nearly as much. My only question is, if there's a sewer for the City of Tears, then where's the shitter? I haven't seen a single toilet or sink or anything in the City of Tears, unless... oh, hell no. That rain better be water!
Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from.
But still, there's a sitting animation already in the game for the benches. Add a toilet you can sit on so I can be all like...
sitting on the toilet, I'm sitting on the toilet, sitting on the toilet all day long. Sitting on the toilet, I'm sitting on the toilet, sitting on the toilet while I sing this song.
The Royal Waterways lead down to the Ancient Basin, which is a very important item across this big pit of spikes. Okay, we need to get another item to get across this. Time to go to the Crystalline Caverns. God damn it, not the DRG again. Time to go to the Crystal Mountain. Shout out to the 5 people who got that joke. Time to go to the Crystal Peak. Let's check on Mila real quick.
What meaning in darkness? Yet here I remain.
Mila? Are you okay? This bastard is sitting in my spot! Hey! That's my seat you're sitting on! Oh shit. Easy as pie. I can't believe I just committed an act of homicide just so I can sit down somewhere. No, wait, yeah, I can. The Crystal Peaks is probably my favorite area in the entire game, really because the theme and gameplay seems so cool around all these machines. It looks really good and it plays really good, having to navigate around all these crushers, conveyor belts, and rotating platforms. It's got Peak in the name for a reason. If it was really mediocre, it would have been called the Crystal Mid, or whatever you darn kids these days call it. I say as I am one of those darn kids. Anyways, we're here for the Crystal Dash. And if you have the mind of a 4-year-old like me, just imagine that you're farting all the way to the other side. Now we can get across this big pit and get an upgrade to the dive, which makes it even more OP. But now I'm curious, what's even down this pit? Oh no, now I'm led down an even bigger rabbit hole, which contains essential info on 3 dreamers we need to hunt down to beat the game. And to go into their brains and kill them, we obtain the dream nail from this lady. Curry, curry! Curry, curry! The cool thing is, not only does it have utilitarian purpose, that being to obtain soul from enemies, but also has cool cosmetic detail with how you can see what everyone's thinking. Hey, what number am I thinking of? I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Alright, now we can go across this pit of spikes to fight the broken vessel, who's infected with this orange shit. After we kill it, we get the Monarch Wings, which is essentially a double jump, but it opens up so much in this game, as well as making platforming much easier. With the Monarch Wings, we can go back into the City of Tears and get one of the Dreamers, but first, we must go through one of the best fights in the game, the Watcher Knights. It starts off with one knight, but then you're constantly fighting two, and it gets really hectic and chaotic. After the Watcher Knights, we whack the first streamer, Lurian the Watcher, where we get this really cool cutscene. Next streamer is in Deep Nest. Now, I've kind of avoided this place because I always thought it wasn't very great. I'd say it's my second least favorite besides the Royal Waterways, because its design of being a big maze is really lame to me. That being said, there are some really cool stuff, actually. I do like the darker, more horror-like theme of the area, having dead husks come back to life, hearing all the skittering and scuttling around you, and the fact that the spike pits are alive. The theme is really cool, and Deep Nest is one of my favorite areas theme-wise, even if it's one of my least favorite gameplay-wise. Oh, hey Zote.
What are you doing, you clumsy... So, the kingdom was hiding this dark nest full of deadly predators!
We arrive at the spider's village. Should we trust the locals? The dream nail on a bunch of dead bodies says no, but the game's progression requiring this says yes. So we sit down on the bench, knowing full well the consequences of our actions. Now we find Hera the Beast, who I heard is actually Hornet's mom. I heard I needed to save someone at the bottom of the fungal wastes, so let's see.
Sorry. When I look at your face, I can hardly...
Damn, I think she likes me.
That lovely young lass returned to us. Seems to think very highly of her rescuer. Some sort of dashing warrior type.
That's me! Wow, she must really be into me after I rescued her and... Zote? What the hell? What? I just got my bitches stolen in Hollow Knight! Hey, wait a second. We need a new item to get to the third Dreamer. So we head to the Kingdom's Edge, which is another really cool place aesthetically. Completely reduced to ashes, the water turned to acid, and the music really seals this ruined feeling. Hey Hornet! Y'all know what that means. Time to get the... Okay. Shaw! 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 Counter back.
Shaw! 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 Shaw!
We declare ourselves king, and immediately face opposition by the cave itself. Is that a revolution I smell? Thankfully, Bugwife helps us out of that mess. I'm gonna make her the new queen. With this, we go down into the abyss to get the Shade Cloak, which gives you invulnerability frames while you dash, but it has a bit of a recharge time. It isn't required to get into the next area because there's another item you can get to access the same place, but this one is way cooler. With the new Shade Cloak, we head into the Fog Canyon and dash through these shadow gates that's been blocking us off, and head into the Teacher's Archive. And remember when I said Quarrel was your best friend? Well, you're gonna see why. Because a Metroid busts out of their own game and invades the world of Hollow Knight. I'm gonna be real for a sec, this boss is kinda lame, having to wait on Quarrel to even be able to do anything. But hey, at least we get one of the best gibberish lines in the actual game. I'ma kill you! Damn right you're gonna kill him. We got the last Dreamer. We've unlocked the Black Egg Temple and we're finally able to confront the Hollow Knight himself. I'm gonna tell Mila about this. Hey Mila, you wanna see me beat the game? Mila? Mila? No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no! You fucking bastards! You worthless insects! That's it! I'm getting the fucking true ending. So, the infection that plagues the kingdom of Hallownest is called the Radiance. That's what all this orange shit all over the Forgotten Crossroads is. The Hollow Knight we're supposed to kill is acting as a prison for the Radiance, but now it's breaking out. But killing the Hollow Knight won't stop the Radiance itself. It'll only let us take his place and continue the cycle. To kill the Radiance itself, we need a special item. The special item we're looking for comes in 2 pieces that we get from the King and Queen of Hallownest. First, the Queen is found in the Queen's Gardens, which is probably my second favorite area in the game. I especially love how it's taken over by another Mantis tribe, but not the same one in the Fungal Wastes, coming with a different moveset and being much tougher, all culminating in fighting their leader, the Traitor Lord, where Cloth helps you out while you fight. This is how that Metroid fight should have been, but unlike the Metroid fight, we lose something in the process. Pour one out for Cloth, y'all. She was a real one. We find the Queen, and she gives us 1/2 of the special charm. Now we need the other half from the King. To get it, we use the Dream Nail to get to a special level. Oh yeah, that's right. So we need the Awakened Dream Nail, yeah, very ironic name, I know, to break into the King's brain. And to do that, we need 1800 essence. Seems like a lot, but it's actually a fun journey to get all of it. There's these dream trees, which are basically worthless, but there's some bosses to fight across the world, which gives you from 100 to 400 essence. And when you get enough, you can see the Seer to upgrade your nail and get some rewards, like the ability to set down portals you can teleport to. But now that we have the Awakened Nail, we access the White Palace, which is different from the entire rest of the game, being a platforming challenge rather than an open world or combat section. It's pretty challenging, but also fun. But at the end, we meet the King, who has the most ominous line of dialogue in the game.
No cost too great.
It's incredible how much lore just 4 words can carry. Now we get the other half of the charm, but first...
Sitting on the throne, I'm sitting on the throne.
Okay. We're not done yet, however. We must take this charm and go back to where we were born. In a pile of bones.
You shall seal the blinding light that plagues their dreams. You are the vessel. You are the Hollow Knight.
No fucking way! Time to kick the Radiance's ass. Hello, Silksong from Hollow Knight Silksong. Let's give this bitch the nookie of a lifetime. Wake up, older bro. The King said it was my turn to be the Hollow Knight. I love how it clearly shows in this fight the Hollow Knight himself is not the bad guy and that he's being possessed. Because near the end of the fight, as we knock some of the Radiance's control out, he's trying to help us kill him by stabbing himself. Aw, shit! I'm getting my ass kicked! Hey, Hornet, do you have any advice for me? Stop! So I'm told by the Hollow Knight fandom that this is an overused joke. Just gonna cut that out of the video, and... Alright, time for the real final boss. Where is it? I'm challenging the sun? I mean, I live in Florida, I can understand that. When it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, I also want to challenge the sun. You know, like, strap myself to a rocket with this big badass sword and just, like, go to the sun like, hey, bitch, I'm gonna kick your ass. What the fuck? Jokes aside, that's one of the coolest openers to a boss fight I've seen. And this boss fight is really damn good, especially because I'm usually disappointed by final boss fights in games. It tests everything. Your platforming, your fighting and dodging, your resource management because you have to fight the Hollow Knight every time before this one. And it's just cool aesthetically. It genuinely feels epic, especially at the end. This is for Myla! That was Hollow Knight, everyone, and what a journey it was, too. Now, I've been saying a bunch of negative stuff about the game throughout the video, and that's because this game is so good, I had to find something to criticize. I didn't want this video to be all praise. The game is incredible on average, meaning that the below average is still good. Just gonna get this out of the way now, it doesn't fit on my scale. It's above bomb ass. What's stronger than a bomb? A nuclear bomb. It's nuclear bomb ass! My first playthrough of this game was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had gaming, and it brought back that feeling I had of playing Zelda as a kid. Which, yeah, it's banking off of nostalgia, but this is also my personal opinion, so it still counts. The music is great, from combat to exploration, the art style is great, the lore is fucking insane, and the mechanics are great. Everything's from saving the game to map out charted lands, a charm system where you can create certain builds but still having a sense of economy, so you have to choose wisely. And I especially love how every movement mechanic applies to both combat and platforming. Everything from pogoing off of enemies' heads or off spikes, to Shade Cloak being used as a get your ass out of jail free card for incoming damage. And I didn't even mention some additional content like a boss rush mode or an entire area that's concealed in the Kingdom's Edge. I can clearly see why Hollow Knight Silksong is taking forever. Just matching the quality of this game is going to be a gargantuan task, let alone surpassing it. But there is one thing that I really need from Silksong. I will be very disappointed if a game where Hornet is the main character doesn't have a single... Oh my god, why am I doing this a third time? Sha! 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 In it. That's good. That's good. That's so fucking good. That's okay.